Imagine waking up tomorrow feeling not only peaceful, but powerful, untouchable, able to face whatever life throws at you without breaking or shrinking. That's not a fantasy, it's wisdom. Today we're diving into the heart of Buddhist teachings, one that's simple yet profound. Nothing can harm you, truly nothing. The harm comes from within. Once you realize this, your life shifts. You become immune to the chaotic world. Can you feel how revolutionary this is? We live in a reactive world, don't we?
Ow.
Have you ever noticed how fast we let the world control us? A single text message, a coworker's tone, a delay in traffic, and suddenly you're angry, anxious, upset. It feels like the world is constantly poking at us, and we can't help but react. But what if I told you nothing can truly hurt you unless you let it? What if the real power is not in fighting back, but in not reacting at all? So the Buddha taught pain is inevitable, suffering is optional, and the key that unlocks this wisdom is non-reaction. Today, I invite you to go deep into this teaching to discover why non-reaction is the ultimate power and how you can practice it every day. By the end of this video, you'll understand how to stop giving away your peace and start living from a place of strength that no one can shake. Let's get honest. Most of our suffering doesn't come from life itself. It comes from our reaction to life. A criticism isn't the real pain. It's your mental replay that hurts. A breakup isn't the real pain. It's your reaction of clinging and resisting that makes it unbearable. In modern psychology, they call this emotional hijacking. Your brain reacts before you even think. Your heart races, your muscles tense, your mind spins. But Buddhist wisdom saw this thousands of years ago. The Buddha taught the mind is like fire. The more you feed it with reaction, the more it burns you. And every time you react without awareness, you hand over your peace to the outside world. Let's make this real. Think about those moments. See someone post something offensive online. You react instantly, typing a comment. Hours later, your mind is still agitated. Your partner says something sharp during an argument. You snap back. The fight escalates and both of you suffer. Your boss points out a mistake at work. You react with defensiveness. Your confidence crumbles. Do you see the pattern? The event is neutral, but your reaction creates the storm. And every time you react, you shrink. You let small things have big power over you. You become like a thermometer, rising and falling depending on the environment. So here's a powerful shift. Stop being a thermometer, start being a thermostat. A thermostat sets the temperature. It stays steady no matter how the weather outside changes. This is what non-reaction gives you. You set your own emotional climate. You stay calm in chaos, centered in conflict, unshaken in storms. The Buddhist word for this is equanimity of mind, that is balanced and free. Now, let's clear a common misunderstanding. Non-reaction is not weakness. It's not passivity. It's not about letting people walk over you. In fact, it's the opposite. Non-reaction is the refusal to let others control your inner state. It's saying you can say what you want, but you will not enter my peace. It's choosing your response instead of being dragged by emotion. This is real power, the kind that doesn't need to shout or fight because it's already in control. Every reaction costs you energy. Think about it. The anger that lingers for hours after an argument drains your body and mind. The anxiety that spirals after bad news steals your sleep and focus. The jealousy, the resentment, the overthinking, all reactions that deplete your life force. Non-reaction is not just spiritual, it's practical. It saves your energy. It protects your peace. It keeps your mind clear and sharp. When you stop reacting, you stop leaking energy, and what's left is calm power. Here's a question for you. What's the difference between liking and not liking? At first, you might think liking is when you feel happy, and not liking is when you feel unhappy. But think again. Both liking and not liking are preferences. They're mental labels we put on experiences. Liking is when you label something as good. Not liking is when you label something as bad. But in reality, there's no inherent goodness or badness in things. These are just labels you assign. A spicy meal might be great for one person, but unbearable for another. A busy city might be exciting for one person, but stressful for another. Even the weather can evoke different emotions. A sunny day might be delightful for someone who loves warmth, but uncomfortable for someone who prefers cooler temperatures. Now, this is crucial. Whether we label something as good or bad depends on our individual likes and dislikes, our needs and our perspectives. And these are all created by our mind. So the crucial realization is this: it's our mind that causes us to favor some things and reject others. It's our mind that makes certain things seem pleasurable, while labeling other things as painful. And when we cling strongly to these mental labels, that's when suffering arises. Because when we get attached to the idea of what things should be, we create resistance. And the Buddha taught that suffering happens when we resist reality. Now, let's dive deeper into the heart of this teaching. Here are 3 powerful questions to consider. 1. Why do we react so strongly to things? We react strongly to things because we invest meaning and importance into them. We form attachments and aversions based on our desires and fears. For example, you might react strongly to a coworker's tone because you've labeled that tone as disrespectful or threatening. You might react strongly to traffic because you've labeled being late as disastrous. These reactions stem from our mental projections, not from the objective nature of things. No. 2. How does nan reaction lead to inner strength? Nan reaction doesn't mean being passive or indifferent. It means becoming aware of our reactions and choosing how we respond. When we don't react habitually or impulsively, we cultivate inner strength because we're in control of ourselves. We're not tossed around by external circumstances. Non-reaction allows us to face challenges with a calm mind, knowing that our peace comes from within. 3. How can we practice non-reaction in daily life? Practicing non-reaction is a skill that can be cultivated with effort. Notice the trigger. Become aware of the thoughts, feelings, and sensations that arise in response to external events. Pause. Take a moment to observe your reactions without judgment. Feel without fueling. Allow the emotions to be there, but don't amplify them with mental chatter. Choose your response. Act in accordance with your values and goals without being driven by reactive impulses. Reflect later. Don't forget, take time to review your reactions, noticing any patterns or areas for improvement. Remember, the journey of cultivating non-reaction is gradual. Be patient and kind to yourself as you practice. And here's a profound truth. Non-reaction doesn't mean you won't experience emotions. It means you choose when and how to express them. When you practice non-reaction, you become like the ocean. The ocean experiences waves, but it doesn't identify with them. It simply observes them. In the same way, you can observe your emotions without getting swept away by them. Become the calm center amidst the storms of life. When you truly grasp the depth of this teaching, something magical happens. You're set free from the chains of reactivity. You're no longer a puppet of your emotions or the whims of others. You become the author of your own life, writing each chapter with grace and resilience. The world might still throw its punches, but you stand firm like a mountain, unshakable and serene. And in that strength, you discover true peace. A peace that isn't dependent on external circumstances, but that arises from the depths of your being. A peace that's yours to claim in every moment. Thank you for watching. May you be peaceful, may you be strong, and may you be free.